everyone, I know it's been a while, but I thought I would come back and show you my website. If you haven't heard, my website is onlycyber.net. And if you get yourself here, you'll be greeted with the home page. From here, there's tons of useful tools that I've gone ahead and linked. Websites, programs, I have a couple guides, amazing Chrome extensions. And just to kind of briefly go through a couple of these, I have OSINT tools. So if you're looking for something specific on the web, you can do a web checker. So if you're kind of doing OSINT work on a website, or you just want to know more about the IP addresses and different things like that, you can check this out. This is a self-hosted tool that I have available. So if you're looking for something specific, you can type the website in here, analyze it, and it'll let you know everything about that website. Fantastic tool, something very insightful, especially with this kind of work, or you're just curious. I have person searches, so if you're looking for somebody in particular, there is quite a few on this list. And if you also would like to remove yourself from the internet, this is a good way of doing that. You can go to the provided button here, remove your info. And what that will do is it will bring you up to the removal request that you can put in to remove your information off of that site. I have that on pretty much every single one, so that will help with removing your information off the web. Very easy, free to do, so you don't have to pay a third-party service to do that. I also have business lookup tools, so if you're looking, say, you need to sue somebody, or you just need to know more about a business that you might be trying to acquire a job with, or something like that, you can go to any one of these. My favorite is Open Corporates, and you can, if you do have a business and you want to remove your information, you can do that from here, or you can go to the Open Corporates website, search the company you're looking for, and if you know the location, it's always best to put the location in. That will help you find the owner of the small business or just business in general, so that you can go ahead and sue them properly, so you don't have problems in court, or if you're needing to do some more information, especially with OSINT investigations. This is a great way of doing that. If we go down the list, we got cryptocurrency tracking. I've gone ahead and linked a couple really great ones, like Bitcoin Who's Who. Fantastic for searching through Bitcoin transactions, and a couple of other ones that are worth checking out. I also have some other things like archived or deleted content. This is really good for finding things that are no longer on the internet but were. So websites that you may need to access that had existed previously but no longer there, this is a good way of finding it. I have a ton of tools linked down here. And then I also have some other internet search. This is a very well-known search. This searches for like open ports. So if you want to find like vulnerable IoT devices or like cameras, things of that nature, you can do that through Shodan. If we go under the Tools tab, I have a bunch of these. These are all self-hosted. So what that means is I am currently hosting these on like a server out in the cloud. And what that does is it allows you to use these tools. They do not hold any information. So anything you're putting in here, it's all encrypted and it's all removed as soon as you're done with the page. If you want to do some searching on the web and be anonymous, you can always use the Google. This is exactly like Google search, but it doesn't log any data, and because it's out in the cloud, the IP addresses are different. They're not going to be your home IP address, so you can search these, whatever topic you're looking for, securely and anonymously. We also have IT tools. This is fantastic if you're trying to do literally anything with like generating stuff or converting. One of my favorite ones is if you do Docker run to Docker Compose converter, it has a little like pre kind of information, kind of how it would work. So all you'll have to do is just remove this, put your Docker run command in here, and it'll convert it to the Docker Compose YML. You can download it like this, which basically just copies it. I would just recommend hitting the copy to clipboard, but you can just scroll through here. There is about 1,000 things in this. So feel free to use that at any time. I found it personally very helpful in tons of different situations. As for the next tool, I do have advanced PDF tools. So if you're looking to just do some PDF manipulation in the cloud, this would be a great way of doing it. Again, it doesn't keep any data on the back end, so and it's all encrypted for your safety. You can use the view and edit PDF. So if you're looking for, just doing a specific one, you can do it through that, or you can just click on any of these and go from there. If you're looking for a paywall remover, I actually have two. What you do is if you're on, say, Washington Post and you're trying to read something, but it's got a paywall, or you're on like a cooking website or something like that, and your recipe is behind a paywall, all you gotta do is just paste your link in here, hit submit, and it'll take you to that website without all of the paywall kind of just blocking you from doing anything. And the exact same thing on here as well. Kind of go across, we have websites. So here is just a ton of different websites that I find extremely helpful, and just kind of gathering information, or looking for something productivity wise. This is all on here. And I also have a couple fun websites, one being like Radio Garden. Each one of these has a kind of what it's about, a picture of what the website looks like. And if you want to check it out, you can by just going to go to whatever website it is. Radio Garden, you can listen to all live radio stations in the entire world all at once, which is a really cool tool. Also just kind of fun. So I also have like Temp Mail. I have Chris Titus's Windows Utility, so if you're looking for something, to modify your Microsoft Windows OS, this would be a great tool to use. I have a lot of information on the back end of how to use it. You can just copy link here and just paste it right into PowerShell if you want, or you can go to the website and you can grab the newest link here, or just read more about it. Under programs, I have useful programs, so if you're looking for to like download a specific thing, I have Only Office, which is exactly like Microsoft Office, but free to use, open source, and doesn't require any payments, but also has that same look and feel as what you would want on like an actual Office application. I absolutely love this, and there's some other alternatives, but I found this one to be the most like the closest to Microsoft Office as you can possibly get. So normally people would use like LibreOffice, but personally I like Only Office better. ShareX is fantastic, love that. It is a screenshotting tool, and there's much more on the back end of that. But BC Uninstaller, fantastic for getting rid of that bloatware, that junk that just comes on your operating system originally. And just gets rid of a bunch of other stuff. Just super easy. It also removes registry items. So it's just all-round amazing tool. Ventoy, BleachBit, Local Send, fantastic, life-changing programs are pretty much on this. I'm always adding onto these, so always check back. There's probably going to be a lot more in the future. I also have AI websites and tools linked here, just some of the fantastic ones that they have available right now and the most user-friendly. I don't like to put programs, websites, in that nature that are basically you need to pay to use their stuff. So kind of an example, Quillbot. You can go to Quillbot and they have a fantastic free version where you can just copy and paste your text. Yes, there is a certain amount that you can put in here before they require you to have Pro, but basically everything is completely open to use. It's just you don't have, you can't paste an entire book in here, but other than that, it's fantastic to use. But PixArt's AI Writer, love that. They have a million different just generators, just a bunch of AI tools that are fantastic for just trying to get by. If you just can't think of something, especially business name ideas, or you want to just generate some hashtags or slogans, it's just amazing tools on here. So definitely worth a check. I also have some guides like how to clear Windows errors. I try to make it as in-depth as possible, very easy to understand and read. So if you're having any problems on that end, definitely give that a look. I know a lot of people are using Teams nowadays. Teams just had an update where they moved the Teams channels and the chats together. I have a guide on how to remove that. And eventually there's going to be a bunch of other guides that will be here, so definitely check back in that. I also have Chrome extensions. fantastic Chrome extensions. Love all of these, and feel free to look through those. These are just going to take you straight to the Chrome store where you can look through and see if it's something you would like to install. As for that, that's pretty much it. And then I also have a donate. So if I've spent weeks upon weeks, months upon months trying to set up this website and get all the best information out there. I'm always going to be looking and adding new things, and just kind of going back to that. If you scroll down to the very bottom of the homepage, you'll see the Get in Touch. You can put your name, email address, so I can contact you back, and your message in here. If there's something you can't find on my website and you want something, or you're having a specific problem and you'd like to know if there's an open source alternative or something like that to the problem you're having, send me a message. I'd be more than happy to check it out and see if I can add something to my website that would help you in that. But again, if you go to the donate, you can donate any amount. It always helps me to provide all this material, allows me to host the website and keep it running so that I can always help you guys in any way I can. But as for my website, that's pretty much it. Again, I'm always updating. So again, if you need anything in particular, reach out to me, let me know. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed my website, and hope to help a bunch of you guys out there. Take care.